Hi everybody, welcome back to Lab on Demand. My name is Cheyenne, and today I'm going to take you through an easy morning flow. So you don't need many props for today's class, but if you have blocks, you're welcome to use them. I have them next to you just in case you want to use them during class. We're going to start by coming to a nice, easy, comfortable seated position on the mat. So take any seat that suits you. Now, once you're ready, allow yourself to maybe just shuffle side to side, so that you can feel like your sitting bones are nicely rested on your mat. Allow your arms to rest on your knees. Take a big breath. Inhale to sit tall. And gently close your eyes here to exhale. You're going to take a few moments just to find an easy seated meditation position. So in every class that you go to, it is very common to have stillness at the very beginning, at the end of class as well. These moments of stillness can be quite rare in our daily lives and can be quite nourishing if we commit ourselves to just a few moments of really feeling what this seated position can give to us. Breathe deeply in through your nose and feel that cooling sensation at the tip of your nostrils. Through your nose, long breath out, feel that warm sensation in the back of your throat. Long breath in once more. Full breath out. Take one more breath like this with me. Inhale, sitting tall. Then chin down to your chest as you exhale. Join me if you like to bring palms together, thumbs to heart center. Sometimes I like to set an intention here for the practice ahead. Or simply remind myself to be present throughout this movement time in the morning on my mat. Gently blink your eyes open. Namaste everyone. Let's begin with our practice. Still in your seated position, both arms up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath. Inhale, let the side body lengthen. Then bring your right fingertips down to your mat. Let's find the side body stretch first. Keep your left arm close to your ear. Allow yourself to reach over to the right, maybe bringing that right forearm closer to the mat as you find this side body stretch. We keep our chest and our belly still facing the front, so not letting that bottom right shoulder go back, okay? So keep lifting your chest towards me, breathing in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale. Feel that lateral extension in your spine. Inhale, exhale down deeper. Both arms up here. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling once more. Then left fingertips down to the mat, side body long just like before, exactly the same thing. Reach towards the left this time, feeling that right side body lengthen. Now do your best to keep that top arm nice and straight, reaching to the opposite wall. If you feel like that shoulder still needs a little bit of time to warm up, it is okay to bring that hand behind your head, elbow pointing up. Sometimes this is a bit more comfortable, so pick the option that works for you. 2 more breaths with me. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, chin is away from your chest. Exhale. Both arms up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Now bringing your arms behind you, draw a big circle as you exhale, hands down. Fingertips on the mat behind you. I'm going to turn around so you can see me here. Fingertips on your mat. Roll the shoulders back so the front of the chest opens. Pushing your fingertips into the mat. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze closer together. Lengthen the spine here. Feel the chest lift up. Tiny bit of a back bend here as you pop your chest up towards the top corner of the room in front of you. For 3, for 2, and relax as you exhale. Now let's take a simple forward folding here. Walk your hands forward. Bring that forehead down towards the mat. Keep your hips still on the mat as best as you can. walk your fingertips forward. When you cannot go anymore, press your fingertips down, lower your head a little bit more, push and feel that side body lengthen. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2. And walk your hands back towards you to inhale, sitting up tall. Let's come into all fours position, tabletop on the mat. Allow yourselves to find tabletop here, palms flat, fingers wide. Shoulders are over your hands and your hips are over your knees. Palms flat here. Cat-cows to get us started here. Cow pose, arching your back, lifting the tailbone, chest forward. Inhale. Exhale to round your back, really feeling the shoulder blades pull away from each other, chest higher away from the mat. Cow to inhale. Cat to exhale. Cow to inhale, really lifting your chest forward through the windows of your arms. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, chin towards chest. Let's do 2 more like this. Cow to inhale. And cat to exhale. Last one with me. Cow to inhale. And cat to exhale. Now neutral spine first. We're going to keep our toes tucked under so we have control here. Neutral spine, flat back. Arms are still straight. I want you to arch your back like cow pose and lean forward slightly. Feeling a bit of a stretch on the wrist. Staying here just for 3, for 2. Bring your chest and chin down on the mat. This is your first knee stretch to chin. Feel free to walk the knees back if you need to. Just for 3. Tuck the elbows in. 2. Release the toes. Slide the chest forward and up. Your first cobra. Now, feel free to bring yourself into baby cobra if that works better for you. Pushing your arms strong if cobra is in your practice. Downward facing dog. Tucking the toes, hips high. We're only taking a couple more breaths in your downward facing dog. Bending the legs right and left just to see how this feels for our practice today. Palms are flat, arms are long and straight, side body always long and lifting up to your hips. If your heels are not grounding yet, remember that heels towards the mat is only a direction. And where your intention goes, the action will soon follow. Take 1 more breath here. Full breath out. Now, as many steps as you need to, heels high, walk your way to the top of your mat. Feet still about hip width distance apart. We take a halfway lift, flattening the back as much as possible. We bow belly to the thigh. Exhale. Let's come to standing. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Big inhale, palms together. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Arms up, big breath in. Keeping your arms right by your ears, your feet are still apart. We're sitting back in a chair position. Now my feet are apart, so my knees are as far apart as the knees, or rather my knees are as far apart as my ankles. Sitting back nice and firm, strong legs. Lengthen your arms now, full breath in. Standing back bend, lifting the chest, strong legs, chest high. Chair pose, you sit back once more. Sitting deeply, a bit more than before, pushing into your toes, stand up for the standing back bend, lifting the heart. And sit back to the chair as you exhale. Only 1 more like this. Inhale, lifting high. Chair pose, you sit back and exhale. Good. Now, hands on your shins or your mat, halfway lift, lengthen, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, rebound. Right foot please, big step to the back of your mat. We're going to find an easy twist, right palm down, left arm up to the sky. Reaching that left arm up, bending that front leg more for 3, for 2. Slowly, right knee down, low lunge, arms up. Sit the hips forward and down in your low lunge position. Now, thinking belly in, side body long. You don't have to sit very far down. You're just looking for that stretch in the front of our right thigh. Allow yourself to sit lower. Big breath in. Full breath out. We're going to bring those side stretches into this practice here. Right fingertips down alongside your body. Reaching down towards the mat. Find that side body stretch. You may or may not touch the mat, and that's okay. But keep the shoulders and hips more or less in the same line.
both arms up. Left arm down this time. Now, if the left hand doesn't touch, it is okay. Hand can be on your hip for 3, or you can use that block. 2, both arms up. 1 more breath in to lengthen. Fingertips down on your mat. Half split. Left leg will straighten. Lengthen the spine to lift the chest up. Dig that left heel into the mat. You're going to flex the left foot. So flexing will always mean the toes are pointing towards the same knee. Chest lift. Maybe belly to your thigh. Maybe just staying here for 4. Actively dig that left heel in. Pull the left leg back towards you. 2. Now, everyone together. Ground that front foot, please. Step forward. Halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Forward fold to exhale. Let's come up to standing. Sweep your arms up. Hands to heart center. Arms up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, we bow. Halfway lift, we lengthen. This time, our left leg, big step back, easy twist here. Right arm up to the sky. Keeping that chest nice and high, big breath in. Back leg always strong. Full breath out. 1 more inhale. Left knee down. Arms up for low lunge. Sit the hips forward and down just like before. Side body long. Feeling that stretch in the front of your left thigh now. Do your best to keep that right knee more or less over that right ankle. Now left arm alongside your body. Side body stretch here, reaching to the left, keeping the right arm close to your ear for 3. For 2. Bring it all the way back up, inhale. Right fingertips down this time. Again, if you can't reach the floor, hand on the hip is perfectly fine. Same reaching to the side for 3. For 2. Both arms up to inhale. Fingertips down on your mat, exhale. Right leg straightens this time. Now, if your hamstrings are feeling okay, you have a bit more room, you're welcome to walk the hands forward. But know that the target area here is that stretch in that right thigh, so feel free to stay right here. Even if you're right here and you feel that stretch in the back of your leg, you're doing good, okay? So wherever you are, breathing easy. We sometimes forget that when the body tenses, we don't really stretch when all the muscles tighten. So find a space where you're able to breathe into that's going to be a lot more comfortable for the body. Ground that front foot. Downward facing dog. Palms down, step back this time. Feet about hip width distance apart in your downward facing dog. High plank on the inhale. We find again your knees, chest, chin as we exhale. Releasing your toes. Roll forward. Cobra to lift the chest. And downward facing dog to bring it up and back. Push the mat away, big breath in, and full breath out. 1 more time, inhale. Full breath, exhale. Heels high, look forward. Again, as many steps as you need to, walk to the top of your mat. Allow yourself to feel the hamstrings stretching, the hips flexing, halfway lift at the top of your mat. Forward fold, we exhale. Come up to standing, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big breath in, hands to your heart center. Next big breath, standing back bend, arms up, lift up. Keep your arms by your ears, let your arms lift the way. Forward fold, exhale, go all the way down. Halfway lift to lengthen the spine here. Take a big breath in. Again, your right foot first, big step to the back of your mat. Easy twist, just like before. Left arm up. Bend that front leg a little bit more. Low lunge, back knee down, arms up. Switching the hips forward and down here. Now this time, keeping the hips still facing the front of your mat, open your arms to the right. Don't let the hips twist, okay? Your hips still facing forward, chest turning. Option 1, keep your arms here. Option 2, we're reversing that low lunge, bringing your left arm by your ear, right fingertips walking towards the back leg for 3. For 2, both arms up, inhale. Twisting to the left this time. If you're losing your balance, make sure the back toes are rooting down. Open the chest. Again, perfectly fine to stay here. Or left hand to that back leg, right arm close to your ear. You sit down deeper for 3, for 2, both arms up, big breath in. Fingertips down on your mat to exhale. Find that half split, maybe a little bit deeper this time, just for 5. Don't forget the stretch is in the back of your left leg. Pull that left butt cheek back, lengthen that leg itself. 2. And 1 to ground that front foot down. Allow both hands to come inside of that left front leg and wriggle that foot out to the side. So both hands are inside now. Let your left toes turn out 45 degrees. Right hand is on the mat. Press your left knee away with your left arm. I'm going to turn slightly away from you guys, turning my chest to face that left knee for 3, for 2. You can stay here or left arm can reach back to pick up that left foot or the right foot behind me and press it heel to the bum. Now whenever we press heel to the bum, it's common for the hips to want to come up. Try to keep the hips low as you find that little stretch here, a bit more for the front of your right thigh. 3, 2, and slowly you release both hands down. Wriggle the left foot back to place, fingertips on your mat, step forward gently, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, belly to your thigh, you fold forward. We come up to standing, sweeping your arms up to the sky, hands to our heart center to exhale. Take a breath here, inhale, full breath out to exhale. Let's try the other side now. Arms up, big breath in. Forward fold, we exhale all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, we lengthen the spine. This time, our left foot takes a big step back. Easy twist, just like before. Right arm up, bend that front leg more. Back leg still straight and strong. Low lunge, left knee down, arms up to the sky. Inhale. Sitting the hips forward and down to exhale. Good. We're turning our chest to the left first, so don't sit your hips now, otherwise very hard to turn the upper body, okay? Make sure your legs are supporting you. Turning your chest to face that left side. Your arms can stay here, or the left hand can walk back. Right arm close to your ear, reaching to the back for 3. Keep that front leg bending, right knee is pointing forward. 2. Both arms up as you inhale, sweeping arms up to the sky. Open your chest to the right this time. Keep your chest still high. Again, here or reversing that lunge. Left arm close to your ear, right fingertips walking down that back leg. Big inhale, sit down deeper. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Both arms up, big breath in. Fingertips down on your mat. That right leg will straighten. Lengthening the spine. Again, 3 counts only as you bow belly to that right thigh. Allow yourself to find a little bit more length by wriggling that right heel maybe slightly forward if you need to. For 3 and 2. And grounding that front foot once more. Walk your right foot 1 step out to the side, then 45 degrees out with the right toes. Left palm is firm on the mat. That right hand will press that right thigh away. Turn your chest a bit more to face that side. Allow that chest to turn so that your arms can straighten and your body gets a bit more stretch there. Stay there or pick up your left foot with your right hand. Press heel to the bum as best as you can. Even if you're here, as long as you feel that stretch in the front of your left thigh this time, you're doing good. 3, 2, slow release. We're going to come to downward facing dog once more, lifting the hips, stepping back. Pushing that mat away, strongly to inhale, staying there to exhale. High plank to inhale, and again finding our knees, chest, chin. Releasing our toes, sliding forward to find that cobra, and downward facing dog to bring it back. Take a big breath in, full breath out. Once more, inhale, and exhale. This time, let's bring right leg up, 3 leg dog. Right foot steps forward in between your two hands. Let's rise to find warrior two. Now I'm going to turn around because otherwise it's hard to mirror you. So I'm going to mirror you. Your right leg will bend in warrior two. Your left foot is grounded. Arms open. Take a big breath in. We sit down deeper as we exhale. Big inhale. Eyes towards your right fingertips. Sit deeper. Exhale. Inhale. Warrior poses are so strong. Working through those warrior poses, getting yourselves ready to start the day with power. Lengthen and straighten that front leg. Let's sit towards the back of your mat, Skandasana. Feel free to bring your hands down to the mat if you need to, but allow that left knee first to point out. Sit the hips nice and low so you feel the inner thighs begin to stretch. Try to keep your chest high for 3, for 2. Eyes towards the top of your mat, right fingertips all the way forward, side angle. Bend that front leg once more. Sweep the left arm close to your ear, reaching towards the front for 3. You're almost there for 2. Let's rise in warrior two. Inhale to bring the arms up. Make sure that your hips are not sinking to that front leg. Lift those hips. Shoulders over your hips. Sit down deeper. Left arm turns up. Reverse the warrior, reaching right fingertips back. Left arm gently down that back leg. Now you keep upper body exactly the same piece and straighten your right leg. This is your reverse triangle, reaching back. Inhale to come back up. Triangle pose, reach forward, forward, forward. Right fingertips can be on your shin, can be on your ankle, can be on the block, whichever works the best for you. Triangle pose. Sometimes I like to use a block for this one, because if my hips move back, and I can, but it feels like I'm overextending my spine, so don't be afraid to do less so you feel a bit more in the shape. Come all the way up, inhale. Turn the right toes in. This is your cross-rita stance. We're starting to get that wide-legged position. Big breath in, bow all the way back down to the mat as you exhale. Feel free to take any variation in this forward fold. Usually first thing in the morning, I'm quite happy to just hang here, feeling the length of my legs, feeling my breath here. As I take a moment of stillness from all that movement, one more breath. Pushing into your hands to bring it up. Now we're going to find Skandasana once more towards the back of our mats. So the left leg is bending, but this time you get to sit down. Now, allow your right hand to hold on to that left ankle. That left knee wants to point out as much as possible. The right toes will point towards me, gives me a few more inches closer to the arm. Left arm up and overhead, reach overhead for those right toes. If this is not happening for you, just keep extending the arm, keep pulling with that bottom arm as well, so you feel like there is traction there. You're pulling that bottom arm forward, but reaching that top arm back and overhead for 3, for 2. Inhale to bring it all the way up. Good. Use your hands if you need to, otherwise try. Bring your hips off the mat. We're going to find warrior two, shifting all the way forward. Cartwheel your palms down, high plank to step back, knees, chest, chin to exhale, cobra to lift the chest, and downward facing dog to bring it up and back. Let's go straight away to the other side. Take a big breath in first, and full breath out. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot steps forward in between your two hands. Again, don't get confused, I'm changing sides to mirror you. Warrior two, left leg will bend, arms will open. In your warrior two position, always remembering that this is a side warrior, meaning your hips, your belly, your chest, all going to face the side wall or at least the long edge of your mat. Okay, arms open, big breath in, we sit down deeper to exhale. Check that left knee, inhale. Full breath out to exhale. Don't know about you, I'm sweating for sure. Now that left leg will straighten. Sit towards the back of your mat, please. This time your right leg is bending and your left leg is straight. Finding the inner thigh, that groin extension and stretch. That knee points out to the back wall. That inner thigh on the left side lengthening. Chest up, hips down for 3,
and 2. Eyes towards the top of your mat, please. Your left fingertips, big step forward. Remember, side angle. Try to see if you can sweep that right arm immediately close to your ear as you reach forward. That bottom arm, micro bend it slightly, press that left knee open. Sweep that right side ribs up towards the ceiling. 2. Woo. And 1. Warrior 2. Inhale to bring it all the way up. Sit down 1 inch deeper. Left palm turns up. Inhale slightly forward. Reverse the warrior, reaching back. Side body reaching to the back wall. Upper body stays the same now. Left leg pushing straight. Reach even more. Inhale to bring it all the way up. Your feet stays the same. Triangle pose. Reach your left fingertips forward, forward, forward. Cannot go any more. Left hand down, right arm up. You are not arching your back in this shape. So if you notice that you are, remember to pull the belly button in a little, feeling flat back as if your upper body is leaning into a wall behind you. For 3. Check in on your breath. For 2. Inhale. Both hands down. This time, turn the right toes in this time. Halfway lift to lengthen the spine. Now, yogi's choice, you can take the same forward fold or bring your arms behind your back. I'm going to bow a little bit more forward so you can see. Interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders back and straighten the arms up. Your palms are facing each other. If possible, maybe your palms can press together. Feet are flat. Roll the shoulders back. Crown of the head down. Knuckles forward. For 3. I like moving side to side in this one. 2. And 1 to bring the upper body up. Fingertips on the mat. Look up halfway first. Again, switching to the back of your mat, Skandasana. Again, this one, you can simply sit down. Your left hand will hold on to that right ankle. That right arm will lift up. Flex the left toes, please, reaching overhead. Again, holding on to the toes or reaching far away. Chest is still open and flat. Bottom arm pulling. Top arm reaching. That back knee pointing away from you. 3 and 2. Bring it up to inhale. Good job, guys. Now, looking towards the top of your mat, let's find that warrior 2 shape. Hips up first. Use hands if you need to. Squeeze into the glutes and strong hips open. Cartwheel your palms down to the mat. Let's flow through our vinyasa. And face the same way. Knees, chest, chin on the mat. Cobra to lift. And downward facing dog to bring it back. Pushing that mat away, big breath in. Full breath out. Heels high this time. Knees down on your mat. I would like to invite you to sit back and take a child's pose just for a little while, maybe 3 to 5 breaths. Or if you need to wipe down and have a drink of water, you're welcome to do that as well. Sometimes you forget that after moving a lot, there's nothing wrong with taking a short break. Just noticing not so much a rest, but maybe coming back to how that breath feels in the body as you're moving and challenging yourselves. Kind of like taking a time to just be quiet for a little while in the middle of a busy day. Yeah? When you're ready, sit upright. Let's come into all fours position. Nice and simple tabletop. We're going to find our pigeon pose. Bring that right knee to that right outer wrist. Wriggle the right foot in. Left knee back. Now, the thing about pigeon is that the back leg, sometimes we forget that the back leg needs to be straight. Release the back foot, but do your best to keep the hips down. If you need to, grab that block, place under your right hip to help give you a bit of a lift. Okay? Otherwise, lengthen the spine here. Sit the hips as far down as you can, even if it means it's here, that's okay. Feel free to use blocks to support you. Lift your chest as if your chest is in cobra. For 3, for 2. Left arm will open back. I like to do this little stretch here, picking up my left foot behind me and pressing heel to the bum. As I do this, make sure that the left hip is still rolling down to face the mat. For 3, and 2, and slowly letting the leg go, nice and slow. Walk your hands forward to find resting pigeon for 5 breaths. Inhale. I'm lifting my head up just so I can count for you. You can bring your head down. Exhale. Smile. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. Relaxing in those hips. Belly soft. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands back towards you, nice and slow on your inhale. Simply coming on to that all fours position like before. And changing sides. Left knee towards the left wrist. Wriggle that right leg back. Now, some of you may have had those cues of wriggling the front foot forward. So the shin is parallel to the front of your mat. If your hips allow and you're able to face your hips down as you do this, that's okay. But if it causes your hips to open up this way, it's probably a better idea to keep that foot a bit closer to your hip. You're still getting that little stretch and activation there. Walk your hands back towards you one step. Lift the chest just like before. Know that you always have the option of staying right here. Or perhaps this side as well, you want to reach back and pick up that foot behind you. Right hip, not facing out, it's still facing down to the mat. And pull that heel towards your hip. For 4. Oof, so tight on this side. 3, 2. Slowly releasing that foot behind, walking your hands forward. And again, finding that easy resting pigeon. Bringing your chest down all the way, belly to that front leg, or even all the way to the mat. Inhale. Relaxing, exhale. Inhale. Long breath out, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale. Long breath out, exhale. On your next breath, simply push yourselves upright. Now instead of going back to all fours, sweep that back leg forward. We're going to keep the legs bending and lie back on our mats, okay? Nice and simply, supporting yourselves, lie back on your mat. Ooh, yeah. Feels nice lying down after moving for a little while. Hug your knees in towards the chest and rock side to side. Allow yourself to place the feet back down. Let's take a breach pose together. Scooping the tailbone up. I like interlacing 10 fingers under my hips, just like how we did in that wide-legged forward fold position. Wriggle your arms straight and tuck your arms under you. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together. Press your arms down, press your feet down, lift the hips up for 3, for 2. Feel the little squeeze in those glutes. Lift up one more inch. And slowly lowering all the way down. Left leg straight on the mat, hug that right knee into your chest. Let's take a one-legged twist here together. Right arm out to the side. Bring that right knee all the way to the left. Chin towards your right shoulder. Now we always like to remind people to keep the chest wide, facing the ceiling right above you. Shoulder blades grounding down on the mat is a good cue to keep the chest open for 3, and 2, and easing myself back to center, hugging that same right leg in, right hand holding on to that foot from the outside. This is a one-legged happy baby. Pull down. Now notice as I'm pulling down, I'm looking at a right angle leg, but my left leg is not shifting all the way. I'm keeping my left thigh active and pressing down as I pull my right knee down towards the mat. Even if it's not touching, it is perfectly fine. Keeping that left leg still pressing down here, 3, and 2, and releasing that right leg all the way. Left knee in towards the chest, pulling that left leg in. Left arm opens out to the side, supine twist on the side. Now if your knee doesn't come down all the way, please know this is perfectly okay. Keep turning your head towards the left shoulder if the neck allows. Breathing easy here. Sometimes people tell me that they feel a pinch in the top of their hip when they try to find supine twist. If that happens to you, let that knee lower very slightly. Sometimes a little pinch there can be a bit uncomfortable, or using that free arm at the hip crease, pull away from your shoulder, pull that head away and down. That sometimes helps to release that little pinch there. Come back to center. Same, left knee is in towards your chest. One-legged happy baby, right thigh is active, pressing down. Left foot over the left knee, you pull down. As much flexion as you can get into that hip for 3, for 2, and you release your leg all the way down to the mat to find Shavasana. Sliding the heels wide, letting your shoulders relax on the mat. Allowing yourself to find that moment of stillness here, feeling that the mat beneath you support you. Now, if you would like to stay longer in Shavasana, please by all means pause the video right here so that you're able to stay here as long as you can. Those of you who are ready to start moving, ready to start the rest of your day, allow your breath to deepen here as you wriggle your fingers and toes. I like to bring my legs closer together and arms overhead to give myself a bit stretch here. Exhale to relax, bend the legs up towards your chest, roll to the right just to get a little recovery position, rest here. Push yourselves up to a seated position. Any comfortable seat on the mat is perfectly okay. Sitting tall, shoulders broad and down, neck is long. Take a big inhale. Chin to the chest as you exhale. Palms together, thumbs to heart center, finding a moment at the end of our practice, simply to honor any intention we might have set, or giving thanks for simply having time on our mat for this practice. I thank you all for joining me. Namaste. My name is Cheyenne. See you next time.